If you can watch this video till the end, then you can find out how to end a child's struggle in mathematics. Hi, my name is Master Falo, and this is SUMGlobal, where we talk about the basics of mathematics. In this video, I'll be showing you two ways you can end a child's struggle in mathematics. Number one way is to organize the child's learning. Once you are able to organize the child's learning, then it is easy. Okay? In most cases, mathematics looks difficult because the topics are all scattered. But when you organize it, the child knows what he or she is expected to learn before the next, and then the next after that. Connect them together, connect the topics together. Mathematics looks like a chain, okay? If you can connect the topics together, then the child can learn easily. The second way is work with us at SUMGlobal, because at SUMGlobal we have everything organized, and I'll be showing you in a jiffy. Here is one of the tools we use at SUMGlobal. It is called the SUMGlobal chain. Like I already mentioned, mathematics topics need to be connected. This guide has the best connections between the basic skills of mathematics. Every skill is connected to one or more of the previous skills. The following parts of mathematics were touched in this chain. Arithmetics. Does your child know the meaning of the word arithmetics as a primary school student? Does your child know that there is something called number theory, algebra, geometry? These are branches of mathematics, okay? And these are the ones that we have handled in this particular chain. And I can assure you that everything is covered here. In the first part of arithmetics, we have counting, that is for children below 7 years. So say your child is in nursery 1, 2, 3, primary 1 or 2, the child should be working with this first part of arithmetic. This is where you want to focus on counting numbers, arranging numbers, counting forward and backward. These are all skills, and I'll be breaking down the skills in our subsequent videos. So you want to stick to this channel to see it all. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, when you go down here, you see 7 years and above. This is where they should begin. Arithmetics 2. Here you have relationship between multiplication and division using the tables of multiples. Here a child is expected to start overgrowing some kind of calculations they do at the nursery level, or maybe lower primary, like primary 1 and 2. Okay, once a child is up, has gotten to year 3, the child should be doing some kind of calculations in some kind of ways. So you need to follow me to see it all. And it continues like that, on and on and on. Here you have number theory. I like number theory a lot because here you learn a lot about numbers, the properties of numbers. Okay. Now look at how the connections work. Let me give you an example. Say I want to teach factors and multiples. You have factors and multiples somewhere there. Now, before I teach factors and multiples, I would have taught the child what even numbers are, and I would have taught the child digital roots, test of divisibility. Now, when a child is being taught factors and multiples, and you mention that, okay, 2 can divide, let's say, 158, that doesn't sound strange again because the child has already studied tests of divisibility, and the child already knows that 158 is an even number. So it doesn't sound strange to the child again. And it continues like that. Okay? When the child is learning, say, HCF and LCM, and we are using the prime factorization method, the child already knows what prime factorization is because you studied it, like you treated it before HCF and LCM. All right, let's continue. Over to arithmetic 3, where you have fractions. So we want to learn the types of fractions, conversion between the improper and mixed fractions, like and unlike fractions. These are skills. These are all skills and they are connected. Before a child learns a certain skill, he or she must have learned something before it. And in trying to help a child, you don't work with assumptions. You don't work with assumptions. Make sure you teach a skill. Don't assume, okay, he should already know this or she should already know that. Don't assume. Teach a skill and then connect it to the next one. That is how you make mathematics very easy for children. Okay? And I'll be doing all that in this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now it continues, the document continues, but I will not continue because this document is for people who work with us directly. So if you want to see it all, you have to work with us directly. All right. Now let me go and show you the next tool which we use at SUMGlobal. Here you go. It is called the Learner's Progress Sequence. In the Learner's Progress Sequence, we have the formative level and the summative level. At the formative level, we don't expect perfection, okay? But we have a key which we use to guide the children because there is still an expectation, even though it is not 100% expectation, okay? Here we pick a skill, do a checkup assessment. If a child attains mastery percentage after the checkup test on that skill, then there is no need for further action. Necessary corrections are made and we move to the next skill. If a child scores below mastery percentage in the checkup test, there is a gap. The skill is taught in details and formative assessments are given. So you have two formative assessments, the number one and the number two. The first one is an assisted classwork to make sure that the child really understands the skill. And then the second is an unassisted homework. Okay? And we leave the child to do that to see whether the child can deal with the skill on his own or on her own. Afterwards, we give a mastery assessment. Now, when a mastery assessment is given, what happens there? If a child keeps scoring below 80% at the mastery test level, the child keeps writing more tests until the barrier is broken. If a child scores 80% or more at the mastery test level, the gap is closed. Now we have the summative level. We are expecting perfection here. That is 100%. After a week or two of carrying out the formative level of a skill, a child faces questions on the same skill to produce 100% score. If the child doesn't produce 100% after the first test, we give corrections and test the child again and again until 100% is reached at least once. So you see, we are intentional about making the children practice what they have learned. Because if you leave children, they won't practice. And if you don't practice maths, you definitely know that it's going to leave you, even though you understood it at the moment of teaching. Now you know how we work at SUMGlobal. I can assure you that if you work with us, you will see the transformation, but you just have to work with us. You can contact us via email using simpleuniquemath@gmail.com or via WhatsApp using the number in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because we'll be talking about the skills in details in our subsequent videos and you need to be part of the channel to see it all. Till we meet in the next video. Bye bye.